Okay, guys. So it's Darkhold, and this is part 16 of Destroy All Humans 1. And I know I haven't really been commentating that much of it. I might or might not finish it up with commentary. I might just not commentate the rest of it. But for Destroy All Humans 2, which is fully completed, and Destroy All Humans 3 actually, I will commentate a lot more of that game than this. And about the quality, I know I'm doing this pretty late in the series, but the quality is as best as I can make it. As you see, there's no black lines or anything. When you record on a PS2, well, I'm actually recording on a PS3 because I have a 60 gigabyte system that plays all PS2 and maybe PS1 games. I don't know about that. It gives black lines pretty bad on the top and sides, but I crop that out. So, there might be some distortion in pixel size, but I tried the best as I could. I added color correction and sharpen to make everything look vibrant and more outlook and instead of blurry. Because when you're playing on a standard definition game meant to be played in 480p, it really gives blurriness that is not user friendly to the viewers. So, since this is like mid break of the game, I'm about to actually leave Santa Modesta. I believe this is the last mission that I do in Santa Modesta. I just want to give a little bit on how I think about this game. I started playing Destroy All Humans 1 in late 2005 or so, because I had a friend who was like 18 at the time, and he would let me play some of his games. And I had a PS2, I was like 7 then. And I really wasn't keeping up with gaming news. The only gaming news there was back then really was IGN. And I started an IGN probably when I was 8. So I wasn't into that yet. So he introduced me to Destroy All Humans, and I thought it was awesome. Just look at this. Destroying buildings and a freaking saucer. It's a great game. And you're most likely watching this video if you've actually played the game, because I really think people watching this probably have had the game and just want to relive it. So there I am, completing the last mission of Santa Modesta. See, as you can see, that DNA, you can't see all of it because that's cropped out, but it shouldn't be that bad. So I'm just upgrading psychokinesis, and yeah, back to my Destroy All Humans stories. I got Destroy All Humans 1, played that. I thought it was good, but I didn't think it was amazing. And I was using cheat codes at that time. I was just using cheat codes. Now we go into Destroy All Humans 2. No cheat codes. I've never played that game with cheat codes. And that game was amazing. Like, Destroy All Humans 2, hands down, is probably one of the best games ever made. Just for the fact of the story and how it's played out. I think all the characters they added, Natalia, Pox, the KGB, everything was just good. The action was amazing. The locations were beautiful for the time. They weren't high definition Battlefield 3 quality, but they were good. They were amazing places to be, such as Tunguska, the Tunguska Blast area, the moon. That was insane. It was just really cool how they tied the 60s into Ark Voodoo and crypto brainwashing people into, mindless freaks and worshipping a alien god. When I was replaying this game in July, because right now at the time of myself recording this commentary, it's December actually, so quite a long time has passed since I actually played this game. When I was playing it though, it really just brought back memories of when I was, in like second and third grade. And I truthfully believe that my second and third grade, well, all of my elementary career basically, was probably the best time of gaming I've actually enjoyed before I really got into Call of Duty Online. Because in elementary school, for the most of it, I didn't really have online gaming. I got my gaming online in 5th grade, which was quite early actually. I mean, if you're 8 and you're playing online, you really should not be playing online. I think 11's a good age if you can handle it, but you know, if you can't, then probably wait till like 14 or 14. Because really, playing online at 11 isn't really, you know, the greatest. But, anyways, it really just brought back those awesome memories. And, you know, for the greater part of my elementary school career, when I would get home and I had like absolutely no homework, you know, I would be playing these single player games. You know, Kingdom Hearts, fucking love that game. And you know, we actually, my friends and I, like Lone Star and Hound, mostly Lone Star at the time, we actually encompassed video games into the recess, which is awesome. Because when we were in elementary school, I did not have a 360, and I got a PS3 when I was in 4th grade. So, and that was like in 2006. No, that was like 2007. That's when I got my PS3. So, most of these games we didn't really have access to, and I was just relying on IGN basically to bring my gaming needs. So, basically, what would happen is we would see these awesome games and then put it into recess. Dead Rising was one of the games that we actually did, and we actually like played that we were survivals in a mall and we were freaking rape saucing on zombies. Kingdom Hearts, which is a insane game. We actually played that for probably 2 months. Amazingly, we had a great story going along, and Jak and Daxter, or just Jak 3 or Jak 2, that was a amazing game, and I highly suggest picking up Jak 2. You don't really have to get Jak 1. Nothing really happened that much. They really fill you in pretty good in Jak 2. Maybe get it for a Christmas present. Well, actually, Christmas is probably going to be already past when you guys are seeing this. But just see if you can pick it up. I mean, it's like $10 now. Pretty cheap. So, you know, you can always ask your parents or ask someone at school to give you some money. Well, I don't know about school, because kids can extort you. But really, see if you can get that game. I won't be doing a playthrough of it, just for the fact that I wasn't really the greatest at that game, and I didn't finish it. I could do it. I could probably beat it, but I just wouldn't feel comfortable doing it. You know, I actually did a Bubbles and Arms playthrough, which you will be seeing probably in a long time from now, and I wasn't the most comfortable at that game, but I did complete it because I enjoy the game thoroughly, and I actually made it a everyday mission, like everyday goal to play it and get it recorded during the summer, that is. And yeah, so back to Destroy All Humans. I really enjoy this game. Too bad Destroy All Humans 3 was bad. It was insanely annoying, and they just did a bad job with Destroy All Humans 3. I wouldn't even suggest buying it. I'm dead serious. I actually got my Destroy All Humans 3 copy is from the UK, but Destroy All Humans 3 was just a letdown, to be honest. They had some new developer instead of THQ make it called like Sandblast, and I really wanted more Destroy All Humans 2 story in Destroy All Humans 3. But with Sandblast, a new developer making it, they didn't really have all that freedom of using Destroy All Humans 2's content in the game. So they didn't put as much as they could. They made some references, but the locations of Destroy All Humans 3 was really lackluster. Nothing special or new, like Las Vegas. And just the whole mechanics of the game were not polished. You know, when you're developing a game that isn't highly, you know, what's it called, awaited or hyped up, you should have some extra time. Because Willie, who's creating these time limits, time crunches for you, oh, I'm going fast forward right here. It's kind of getting a little bit repetitive. The people who make these time crunches for the developers are actually the publishers, who have pressure from the game console developers, Sony and stuff like that, and Microsoft, to make games for them. Because everything is interconnected, alright? You can actually trace it to a lot of different stuff, such as TV, YouTube. All these places use like the same exact model of business, but I don't want to get into that. But the main goal for a publisher is to make games, and they need to make these crunches for the developers to make games, even if they're good or bad. So let's take Far Cry 2, made by Ubisoft Montreal, and published by Ubisoft. See, Ubisoft was pressured by Microsoft, Sony, all of them to make a game, to make money. So they rushed Ubisoft Montreal. Ubisoft Montreal just sucked big dick, and the game just didn't turn out good. So how Destroy All Humans 3 should have went is, I know THQ, I don't even know who published Destroy All Humans 3, but whoever the publisher was, they really should have just let slide and been like, look, we'll give you another year, and polish it out. So let's talk about Call of Duty a little bit. Call of Duty is a 2-year cycle. Probably less than that. Maybe like a year and 4 months, actually. Because you really only have, let's take like a year of making a game. You only have like 10 months. Because the last 2, the game's basically completed. You're just fixing and polishing tons of shit. So you only really have like 2 months away from a year. So Call of Duty is technically 2-year development, which happens probably the 5th or 4th month the previous game was out. So Black Ops 2, they'll start developing it in February or March, the next Call of Duty game. It's just really cool how they back it up so much. Back to Destroy All Humans 3. I'm sorry I'm skipping all over the place. I just want to make this a pretty enjoyable commentary. But Destroy All Humans 3 was, a lot of things just went wrong, and they just didn't really do a good job. But for Destroy All Humans 1 and Destroy All Humans 2, those games are just really good. And to just throw all that amazing stuff out the window, it is sad. They could have done a lot more with Destroy All Humans 3, but back to Destroy All Humans 1. Destroy All Humans 1, I don't even know how they got the idea for this, because, the alien invasion, yeah, that's common, but at this time of when this game was out, you only had Area 51, which was a game, I don't know if you guys remember that, it wasn't really that good of a game. It was kind of one of those games you're like, I want to play it, but when you go and actually play it, it's pretty bad. So, to encompass all the stuff, like with DNA, alert levels, everything, it's really good. Now, I remember watching IGN's review of this game, and I didn't know at the time that IGN was really biased about games, but they said this was a Grand Theft Auto clone. I don't really even see that. Like, you have to be a complete idiot to think that Destroy All Humans is a GTA clone. Like, come on. This game's not even close to Grand Theft Auto. It's a alien, not carjacking, prostitute, raping game. So, don't really know where they were coming from with that. But back in the day, though, IGN had some pretty good, awesome reviews. Splinter Cell Double Agent. Every year IGN goes by, they become more biased with stuff. Get paid off. So back in the day, developers didn't really pay off, because it was kind of like Battlefield made Battlefield, Call of Duty made Call of Duty, Destroy All Humans made, like, each game made their own game. They didn't go around bashing each other. Perfect example, Hitman Absolution and Assassin's Creed 3. Okay? Stupid. Just stupid. Now, it's a community, though, because back in the day, online gaming was primitive, and I blame online gaming for most of these rules that, Hitman had in Assassin's Creed. Well, Assassin's Creed is a Hitman clone, Hitman is a Assassin's clone, like, that happens because of a community. If you aren't even in a community, gaming community, then you wouldn't even know any of that. So back in the day, you had a huge population of people not even connected to each other, just their friends and family that played. So for all that drama to start, it would be really unlikely. Yeah, you would have that people on Call of Duty dissing Battlefield sometimes, but not as much as now. So that's all I would have to talk about over this Destroy All Humans walkthrough port. Look at that. Look how ownage that is. Just sweep sauce. So what's better, Destroy All Humans 1 or Destroy All Humans 2? Destroy All Humans 2. Destroy All Humans 1 was something they were testing with. And when you go and play this game, and if you want to play it, go check it out. You gotta just think, this is the first game, let's give it some slack. And the second game is really when you have to be like, alright, did they do a good job, or did they do a shit job? Like Call of Duty 2. Call of Duty 2, they did an amazing job in Infinity Ward. So, they got an A for Call of Duty. And yeah, so I'm going to see you guys on the flip side. Have a great day, and peace out.